Literati Kids.
Gotta find Froggy, Peter Hayes and Betty Rozen. For Lois, the day was just fine. The visit to Grandma's has been terrific. Her pots and pans were great fun. It was quiet now until... Froggy! Mom shrieked. Her voice was so loud that Daddy jumped in his seat and bumped his head against the car ceiling. She swung around and scooped up the big green bag. "Where's Froggy?" she exclaimed. "Where?" Lois started as Mom yanked out his diapers, apple juice, and the world's best tasting crackers, the circle kind. "Crackers!" he said happily. "Call Grandma," she demanded, still searching. "We gotta find Froggy." Lois watched Mommy, then Daddy, then Mommy, then Daddy, then... "We left Frog at the restaurant," Dad announced, looking worried. "That was hours ago," Mom pointed out. "Go back. Get Froggy." "Okay," shouted Dad. Silence. "It's just a stuffed amphibian," he mumbled. "Froggy!" Lois whimpered. He now missed his friend. Mommy whispered in a snarl to Dad. "You made him upset." Froggy was not just a stuffed amphibian. Frog was Louis' favorite furry, green friend. He slept with it. He chewed on it. He would point and say Froggy as his number one companion sat in a chair. Froggy's big white eyes were his best feature. They stuck out like two golf balls. At 14 months old, Louis said little, but he certainly pronounced frog perfectly. Dad knew this. Dad understood. At the restaurant, Louis wondered, "Why are we here again?" He watched Mommy, then Daddy, then Mommy, then Daddy. Both looked mighty upset. "Who's Froggy?" insisted Mom as she poked her head out from under a table. Everyone just stared. Lois knew that something big was going on. "Don't worry, honey," Mom assured her little boy. "We'll find Froggy." "That's a promise, kiddo," Dad added. Lois watched Daddy, who asked Mommy, "Who gave him that frog?" She shrugged. "A new day, sunny and nice." Lois found 6 unfamiliar frogs in her living room. His parents stood close by. "We both used some frogs," explained Mommy. "Are they okay? Are you happy?" No answer, so Dad said, "We know they're not Froggy. We understand." "But they're nice," Mommy quickly added. "Aren't they?" Silence. Mom and Dad watched Louis, and he watched them. They seemed, what's the word for it? Very eager. They shoved one strange froggy into his arms, then another, and another. Sometimes his parents shoved food into his mouth too, especially when he wasn't hungry. "Froggy!" said Louis as he whined for his missing friend. Mommy's face turned sad, Daddy's face too. Louis wondered, have I done something wrong? Back at the restaurant, Mom was not eating. She was putting a big poster with a big picture of Froggy, Louis said, recognizing his old friend. Many people were staring at Mommy's poster of Froggy. Perhaps they, like Louis, really enjoyed a good frog when they saw one. He then wondered, where is Froggy? Froggy! Louis repeated. Daddy stopped eating. Daddy looked serious. Louis observed. But he had managed to get his father's attention. That was always a good thing. In his living room, Louis was surrounded. Brand new froggies were not everywhere. The woman who came to visit looked familiar to Louis, sort of. Since she and Mommy and Daddy were having a good time, the boy did too, even if he felt they should pay more attention to him.
Does he play with the frog I gave him?
The friendly woman asked.
Oh gosh, perhaps I should have given him clothes instead for his last birthday.
You were the one, Mom shouted with joy. Lois glanced upward. Where did you buy it? Asked Daddy, who was also excited. Please, tell us, said Mommy. Outside, it was dark. The moon was hiding tonight. Louis also observed that water was pouring down very, very hard.
Rain!
Say Louis. That's the right word, isn't it? Dad come back. He had been gone a long time. He looked mighty wet. Nobody has that frog. Dad exclaimed to Mommy. Louis watched. Dad seemed, well, a little sad. Another nice day, sunny and warm. Louis knew sun and he knew moon.
Do you know what I'm doing?
Mom asked her little boy. He didn't.
I am writing to the people who made Froggy,
she said.
Maybe, just maybe, they have another and we can buy him. And then you will have your old friend back, she added. Then you will be happy, just like before.
But Louis was happy. He recognized the picture of his long-lost paw.
Froggy!
The toddler said.
Froggy! 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 Froggy!
The boy then noticed whenever he said Froggy, his mom looked, well, a little serious. Night time, Daddy slept. Mommy dreamed that she, Daddy, and Louis were in their living room when Froggy appeared, he and all the other stuffed frogs. "You're back!" Mom and Daddy cried with delight. But Froggy shook his head. "Time to let go," Froggy said. He spoke. Then the great amphibian gave the surprised family a big hug. "Don't forget to hug," Frog offered as he waved goodbye. With that, he and all the other stuffed frogs leaped out of the house. Mommy woke up from her dream. "Don't forget to hug," she repeated to herself. Lois also had a dream, a separate dream, about Froggy. Riding down a gentle river in a small boat, the boy sat beside his old companion. He stared at the stuffed toy. Then suddenly Louis threw Froggy way up into the air. Froggy began to fly. He flew and flew and flew like a kite until he disappeared through some tiny clouds. That was it. At first, Louis felt a bit sad, but not for long. He was getting bigger every day. He had enough stuffed animals and toys in his life. Sometimes a frog is just a frog. "Louis," Mom said to him one sunny day, "remember when we sent off that letter about Froggy?" He didn't. "Well," she continued, "they wrote back to me and..." She paused. "They don't make Frog anymore. I don't know why." Silence. "I'm sorry, sweetie," she offered. "We tried, but we can't replace your stuffed friend." Then she added, "Honey, I dreamed that Frog gave me a big hug." Her son started. He had no idea what she was talking about. Then, as if her dream had just reminded her, Mom picked him up. She gave him a big kiss on each cheek and a nice warm hug. Louis felt cozy and happy. Who needs a frog, he thought, when I've got this?
Literati Kids.